Imagine being stranded in a remote, snow-covered cabin during a blizzard that cuts off all contact with the outside world. You are an Omega who has spent your life hiding your nature, terrified of the predatory instincts of alphas and the rigid hierarchy of society. But now you are trapped with him, a rugged, dominant alpha who smells like pine and danger, and whose eyes hold a hunger that matches the storm raging outside. Welcome to His Snowbound Omega, the intense, steamy, and emotionally charged novella by Chani Lynn Feener. If you love forced proximity tropes, dark Omegaverse dynamics, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of surrendering to a bond that is as terrifying as it is inevitable, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in paranormal romance, blending the cozy isolation of a winter retreat with the primal, heat-soaked reality of fated mates. The narrative kicks off with the protagonist seeking refuge from the biting cold, only to find himself sharing a small space with an alpha who refuses to let him maintain his emotional distance. The atmosphere is thick with the silence of falling snow, the crackle of a dying fire, and the creeping dread and desire of knowing that there is no escape from the pheromones filling the air. Feener excels at capturing the psychological tension of the Omegaverse, making every accidental touch, every heated glance, and every whispered command feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is losing your heart to someone who could destroy you. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular snowed-in trope and the brilliant, dark, possessive alpha dynamic. This isn't just about staying warm, it's about the unraveling of control. Watching the Omega struggle against his biological instincts, only to be slowly worn down by the alpha's relentless patience and overwhelming presence, is incredibly gripping. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the romance to life, perfectly capturing the deep, rumbling voices of the alpha and the breathless, conflicted internal monologue of the Omega, making every moment of submission feel like a heart-earned victory over fear. But beyond the spicy romance and the Omegaverse mechanics, the soul of His Snowbound Omega lies in its characters and the heavy burden of trust. The Omega isn't just a victim of his biology. He is a deeply human individual struggling with past trauma and the fear of being owned. The emotional anchor of the story is the slow, tentative building of trust between two strangers who have no choice but to rely on each other for survival. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations by the fire feel just as impactful as the explosive, passion-filled encounters that follow. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. The storm reaches its peak, forcing the couple to confront their deepest insecurities and the raw power of their bond. The finale is a breathtaking display of emotional vulnerability, overwhelming protective instinct, and raw, unbridled passion. They don't just survive the storm, they emerge from it changed, delivering a deeply satisfying, emotionally resonant payoff that proves humanity's greatest strength isn't its independence, it's its capacity to connect. His Snowbound Omega is a triumph of the dark romance genre. It is sweet, spicy, and unapologetically intense. Chani Lynn Feener has crafted a novella that perfectly captures the thrill of being claimed by the one person you can't escape. Plug in your headphones, wrap up in a blanket, and join the couple. The snow is falling, but their fire is just beginning.